Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. It has been a week and a half since the May 18th oral argument in the matter styled as EWU Media versus the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department that was held before Judge Megan E. Marshall, who is presiding over the case. This lawsuit has been active since February of this year. EWU Media alleging that the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department violated the Idaho Public Records Act in the manner in which they responded to public records request that EWU Media submitted commencing approximately June 30th, 2025, regarding the investigation into the crimes at 1122 King Road and also the investigation of Brian C. Kohberger, the only person who has ever been charged and went through pre-trial proceedings as he did in the matter styled as Idaho versus Kohberger through the time of his change of plea to guilty. There is a second issue that is pending in this case, whether the lawsuit should be tossed out of court entirely. This is the position that the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department have asserted in their response to the lawsuit. They allege that EWU Media improperly brought this case, notwithstanding the fact that as an out-of-state entity, which they were at the time of the filing of the lawsuit in all times relevant, did not register with the Secretary of State of Idaho. They are alleging that this was a fatal error, that EWU was required to register with the Secretary of State of Idaho in order to avail themselves of the Idaho State Court in bringing, maintaining, and prosecuting this case. EWU has responded that this is an incorrect interpretation of Idaho law. They have urged the court to not toss this case out. There is some indication in the court filings that EWU did go on to register with the state of Idaho nonetheless on or about May 1st, 2026. This would have been a few months after the lawsuit was initiated. We are awaiting a ruling from Judge Marshall as to this issue. She indicated that she was reserving ruling at the hearing itself on May 18th, although the matter was completely briefed. What was not completely briefed was the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department's responses to the allegations of violations of the IPRA. There is a follow-up hearing that is set to occur August 5th as it relates to that issue. However, if this case gets dismissed, as the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department are requesting that hearing per Judge Marshall's indications at the May 18th hearing will be adjourned. We've looked at the docket this morning, May 28th, and there is no ruling yet on the issue of dismissal. We're going to continue to keep you posted as further developments arise. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.